Have you ever wanted to do serves like these in Volleyball Legends? Today I'll be showing you just that step by step, and then you'll learn how to serve with the twins. To do the float serve, you'll need the Mia twin style, also known as howto and okuro, because only this style lets you do the float serve. Now that you know the requirements, this is how to do the float serve. You put the ball in the air and then press S. This will initiate a float serve, which just makes the ball's movements unreadable. So here's the comparison between the float serve and the normal serve. The float serve is a bit different compared to the normal serve, which just goes fast and hits straight down in a perfect line. On the bottom right of my screen shows what I'm doing in real time. So to do the serve, you just have to line your camera up to the corner right there and then hit it while pressing the A and S keys. And then it'll perform a somewhat curve and it'll hit the line most of the time. This is very effective. Alright, this is one of my favorite serves. I use it in a match all the time. It works against any ranks. I've done it against pros. It succeeded, although it has a low success rate against pros because they're pros, but it's still very good. And how to do the serve is you just put your face against the wall and then you aim your camera towards that door place, or basically 45 degrees, and then you hit the ball while pressing S and D keys. And that'll perform a curve and it'll adjust the place where it lands based on the power you give it and based on where you're aiming it. And now onto the serves you were all waiting for, the jumping float serves. To do this, you just put the ball in front of you and then hit it. And there's also another variation, which I like to call the boomerang serve. You guys all know what I'm talking about. It goes in front and then comes back to the net like a boomerang. The serve that is disgusting to the eye. And to do it, you have to get your meter on the purple bar as shown on the screen, and then you have to wait a second, basically wait for the ball to enter the court before hitting it. And while you hit it, you of course press the S key and it comes back. And now onto the serve that I performed in the intro. So to do the serve, it's not much different from the boomerang serve. You just approach it at a certain angle and then hit it while pressing the A key and the S key together, and it will perform the disgusting serve. Onto the more harder serves. To perform this serve, you need to wait the same amount you wait for a boomerang serve, and you need to approach the ball at 45-degree angle and hit it with the A and S keys. Remember the serves that I was doing a little earlier? This is the same thing, but you hit the D key instead of the A key. And the reason why this is so good is because if you combine this with the other serve, you can juke people out. And now onto the next serve. This serve, you just approach it from the left and switch out the keys. It's not much different from the last one. Okay, now this serve. This serve is the same as the last one, but you just approach it a bit differently. You make it so the angle is more tighter, and you switch out the keys from S and D to A and S. So it goes outside and then curves back inside. This is disgusting. I hate it, and I think the twins should be nerfed for this. Onto the serve I despise. This is not volleyball. This game is so. To do this serve, you have to put your power bar straight in the middle, where the orange and yellow lies. And then you have to make the run-up while pressing the W and D keys. So your character is facing a 45-degree angle while hitting the ball. And when you hit the ball, you have to press A and S at the same time. This will curve the ball around the net and catch opponents off guard. Lastly, here are some tips for serving. Be careful of the timing, because if it's too fast, it will go towards the back. And if it's too slow, it will be a low ball or you'll just mess it up. Do not forget that howto has a max serve stat, because you can abuse this. You can switch it out with a cannon serve and a fast floater serve, and they won't know the difference unless they are good at this game. I wish you guys all the best, and I hope that you can pull the twins if you are gonna roll for him this Saturday.